Okay, we're going to start basic drawing number 2. A couple things I'm going to want to do before I get started. I'm working with the origin in my bottom left corner, so I want to move that over there. So what I can do is I can press down on the mouse scroller and move that way. The other thing that I want to do is make sure that I'm working in inches, okay? So what I'm going to do is come over here to the left-hand side where it says Document Settings, and I'm going to edit that. And rather than working in millimeters, I'm going to work in inches. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is make that rectangle. I'm going to start at the origin here and move it over. And what I can do is simply type in this box on the left where it's highlighted in blue, 1.5. I actually want that height to be 7. And I'll hit Tab to get over here, and I want the width to be 10. And I'll hit Return. I'm going to zoom so I can see my whole figure and then move it. Okay, so next we're going to start at the point 1, 1. We have a couple options to get that point exactly at 1, 1. We have this grid here. So if this is 5, I can estimate, I think the 1, 1 is right here. I'm not quite sure. So what I do is I use dimension, and I can dimension this point to this line, and I want that distance to be 1 inch. And then same from the other side. Click on the point, click on the line. I want that dimension to be 1 inch. And sure enough, it is. Okay, so now I have to place that other point at 2, 2, and then I can get going drawing my lines. So if that was 1, 1, move over 2 boxes, up 2 boxes from there, that's my 2, 2. I'm going to trust that I'm right there. Now I'm going to grab my line tool and connect those 2 points. And now it looks like I have to go over 3. So I'm going to get that flat line there and just type in 3, return, and it'll make that line exactly 3. Now the tedious part with this is I have to keep going back up to that line menu and choosing the line tool if I hit return. Now when I'm lucky, like right here, I've got that 1, I can just click and then keep going. So with that snap on, we can easily make those measurements. Now the next one is an angle. I want the angle to be 135 degrees, and I want my line segment to be 2 inches long. And so I've got one of those good, but I'm going to type 2, tab over to that 135, hit return, and it'll make it exactly that measurement. So we can use the tab to type in angle measurements as well. Now I'm going to go straight up 3, and now this is where the snap isn't going to work for us because we're not quite on the line. So we're going to have to type in all of our lengths from here on out. We're going to go over 1 and up 1. Another option too, you can right click and then you can choose some tools from there. So I can choose from this sketching drop down menu my line tool if I don't want to go back up to the top. But for me, it's not as efficient. So that's 3, down 1.4. Notice how when we're moving around here, Fusion likes to work with 90-degree angles, so I don't have to type those in every time. It just kind of grabs that measurement. Now I'm going to connect back to the beginning. All right, so there we are. Looks like I might have a segment that's not quite connected because I would have thought this would have turned blue. But we'll see where we're at. Next thing I want to do is put my name on it. And I'm going to use the text tool to put my name on it. So come on down here to text. Just put it right on here in the middle. So I'll type Corbett. I can change my font, my height, things like that. I'm okay with where it's at. And now I'll finish my sketch. And after I finish my sketch here, I'll want to save it And I'm going to save this one as basic drawing number 2. And you're set.